I'm here with Steve Nicholson, Chief Football Writer at the Derby Telegraph, after the Rams' goalless draw at Bolton. Steve, what did you make of that?
Well, first of all, it's a point. It's a point on the board, and that's always a plus. First game of the season, away from home. It's never going to be easy. If anyone thought Derby were going to turn up and roll Bolton over, that wasn't going to happen. Bolton were very determined. They played well. They dug in. And at the end, they'll be disappointed they didn't actually win the game. If you hit the woodwork 3 times in the second half, like they did, 3 times against the bar, you'll be gutted not to win. So I think all in all, I say first game of the season, that's not an excuse for the players. I say I'm not making it as an excuse, but it takes time. There was no real rhythm to it. It was a bit scrappy at times. They played some good football. Other times there's things to improve on, which you'd expect. So all in all, I think coming away from home, first game of the season, given the circumstances of the way the game unfolded, I think a point's a good result.
Paul Clement's first game in charge didn't get off to the best of starts as he lost 2 key players to injury inside the first half.
Yeah, it's really strange football because they went through pre-season without any injuries, and that's a real plus. Brighton picked up a niggle, a tight hamstring, I believe, and missed the final 2 friendlies. But to come out pre-season with a virtually fit squad was great news. And then 30 minutes into the game, he loses 2 players with knee injuries. First one was Craig Bryson, limped off, and then Will Hughes was carried off on a stretcher. Paul Clement's just told me there that they're both knee injuries. He's got to assess them, or they've got to be assessed by the medical staff, so he can't give us any more information at this time. But I must admit, the Will Hughes one didn't look good to me. He went down. Clearly he knew he'd done something. He immediately signalled to the bench. Physios went on, then they called for a stretcher. Now, it may be, Paul Clement just says sometimes it can be the shock of being injured for players, but I say that one didn't look too good, but we'll have to wait and see how Will is. Neil Lennon in there just said that he hopes both lads are okay, particularly Will, he said, because it's never nice to see that happen, and I say we all wish Will the best.
So overall, what can, injuries aside, what can Paul Clement take from this first game in charge?
Well, I mean, for me, as I say, there wasn't a great deal of fluency. They did play some good football at times. Other times it was patchy. Things worked, things didn't work. Everything you expect of an opening day. Keeping the clean sheet is a major plus for me. Had they kept a few more clean sheets at the back end of last season, they'd have been in the playoffs. We might not even be in this division. Who knows? They kept 2 clean sheets in the final 13 games last season. So, good clean sheet. Thought Jason Shackle marshalled the defence really well. Richard Keogh was strong in there as well. Got to remember, let's have a word for Richard here, because a few fans last season were thinking, well, if they bring in new defenders, will Richard make way? He's not captain. The captaincy has been taken off him. But I think he's responded really well pre-season, and he stood up today and played his part in a clean sheet. Scott Carson in goal I thought was very commanding. Didn't have a massive amount to do, but he punched well, he handled well, so that's quite good. And Tom Ince playing at the tip of the diamond. He came into the game more and more second half, and he has to do that. You've got to get the ball to him, because in that position he can cause problems. And actually, right at the end, the kind of play opened up, and there was a great chance for him to shoot, and he hesitated, which isn't like him. If you saw last season, he banged in a few goals, and he hesitated. Then he set up Jeff Hendrick. His effort was blocked, and the chance was gone. That was a great opportunity to snatch it late on. Derby's best opportunity before that was when Johnny Russell hit the bar first half. But all in all, I think I don't think Derby deserved to win the game, and I think at the end of the day, Bolton would probably feel aggrieved they didn't win it.